GRS-TV.
We set the bar high. On top, cause we so fly. Name in the bright lights. Looking like a star shine. We set the bar high. On top, cause we so fly. Name in the bright lights. Looking like a star shine.
Good evening and welcome to Williams Stadium for tonight's district contest between the Naaman Forest Rangers and the Garland Owls. Hello everyone, my name is Steve Reeves. I'm joined by my partner as always, Bobby George. Bobby, I'll tell you what, football season is here. Everything's going well. We're into week 2 of district play, and I'll tell you, 2 exciting teams here. Naaman Forest and Garland both coming in with victories under their belt last week, both come in at 1-0. I think we're going to see a pretty good contest tonight.
I believe so, and we got to watch Garland last week, and they looked outstanding with those big receivers and Jordan Hudson leading that group and Sergio Perez throwing the ball around. And they really looked good all around. Now, I know they were playing a team that they kind of beat pretty good, but, man, they look like they know how to spread the ball. And good thing is all of these major players, they're juniors. Yeah,
they're juniors. And for Naaman Forest, who we see coming out on the field right now, Bobby, I'll tell you what, they had a pretty good year last year. You know, they started slow. If you remember, they were 0 in the non-district action, but they ended up making the playoffs last year. And I'll tell you what, they've got a pretty good, pretty solid team this year, and I think they're going to be one to watch here in our district.
Yeah, I mean, we basically were kind of picking them to maybe even win the district this year. So this should be a really good game between these two ball clubs.
Yeah, like I said, whoever wins this game is going to come up, lead the district at 2-0, and the other's going to fall to 1-1. So, got a great contest here for you tonight at Williams Stadium.
Yeah, the weather's beautiful. It's kind of cooled down a little bit. I think it was about 68 when we came into the stadium. The breeze has kind of picked up, so I don't know how that's going to affect their throwing the ball, each team. But we might see a little bit of a heavy run game to adjust to it. And then again, down here blocked up with all these stands, maybe it won't affect it at all.
The Owls did win the opening toss. They deferred to the second half, so the Rangers will receive here to start the game. And we're just set for kickoff. The kick is away. It's a high end over and kick. It's going to bounce it around the 18 and go out of bounds right there. Boy, that was an interesting decision there by the return man, Bobby. If he lets that just go out of bounds, of course, there's a penalty flag there, but it hits him before it goes out of bounds. So Naaman's going to take over inside their own 10.
Yeah, I think that was just a mistake. If he lets that roll out of bounds, like you said, a penalty, it's a 5-yard penalty there, or I think they can make him kick it over.
They can, yes. So Naaman's going to come out first on offense, and like I mentioned, they're going to start 1st and 10 at the 9-yard line. Again, they've got a solid offensive line. You're going to enjoy watching those young men play tonight. Their quarterback coming out, number 17, that's Jaden Flores. And we're going to start with split running backs in the backfield with Flores. And there's the first snap, the handoff. Boy, a big hole outside here to the left. Boy, but the speed from the Owls comes, and I believe that was the linebacker out there, Bobby, that came up and made the play. That's Chase Biddle.
They showed a little speed there on defense, getting outside, because for a second, I mean, he had big linemen out in front. They created a little wall, but the defensive end there, number 7, does a great job of extending the play and then taking him down with a solo tackle.
So a gain of about 3 yards on that first down carry. And it is now going to bring up a 2nd down for the Rangers, just underway here at Williams Stadium. There's the snap. Flores is going to hand the ball off once again, coming to the right side. And boy, another good job by the Owl defense here to hold him to a gain of only 2. That is number 2 for the Rangers, Kingsley Bennett. Of course, their leading returning rusher from last year. And again, a 2-yard gain. So we are now looking at a 3rd down and 5 here for Naaman Forest.
Just a straight lead draw. Big offensive line, defensive line really sheds their blockers and makes a great tackle right there. So that's really going to put Naaman Forest in a hole here. It's 3rd and 6 maybe. 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, puts them in a pickle.
Snap to Flores, he's looking to throw it, throws it out quickly to his running back, and that ball is almost picked off. But the pass is incomplete. It was tipped there at the line of scrimmage. Number 25 for the Owls on the tip. That's Jabbar Durant. Take a
It's
look
just
at it
a
here,
little
Bobby.
throw out to the running back, and it tips right out of his hands. Woo! Well, that's a close one right there.
Yeah, almost, like I said, a pick. But as it is a 4th and 5, and Garland looks to get good field position out of this.
Scotty Johnson comes up on the play and hits Bennett as he's trying to catch it, and that's what happened there.
Oh, it almost got it blocked. Does get the kick away, did a nice little sidestep there, and it's going to roll sideways out of bounds in the Naaman Forest side of the field at the 48. So Garland's going to have great field position. And Bobby, that was interesting. It looked like it was going to be blocked. And watch him here. He just kind of pulls the ball back and lets the Garland player run by him. Watch this.
Yeah, Jordan Hudson thought he was just going to block that thing. He just runs straight in front of him, right where you're supposed to be to block it. And boy, what a smart play by the kicker there.
So Garland comes out on offense. 1st and 10 at the Naaman Forest 48. Excellent field position here to start for them. And again, you mentioned a lot of juniors on this team, and the quarterback is number 12, Sergio Perez, a returning starter from last year, started as a sophomore, so his 2nd year of varsity action. Takes the snap, throws it out quickly. Well, a outside throw that time, Bobby, but a great catch. I believe that's number 5.
Shante Russell, yeah, he's a 5'8", 160-pound senior. He plays in that slot right there, and basically he just runs up there about 4 or 5 yards, turn around, ball's put there, and he makes a great catch, though.
Second down and 8 now for Garland. Here's the snap. Perez looks to throw it, throws it out quickly. The catch is made by the running back. Look at that defense right there. That is number 23 for the Rangers. Comes up and makes a stop. Well, you can't draw it up any better than that. They try to get that quick hitter out there.
Yeah, he gets out there real quick, puts it out in front of him to take off running, but boom, I mean, right there. Naaman Forest comes in from their safety spot, basically, and makes that tackle.
Yeah, loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a 3rd down and 11 now for Garland. So great job by the Naaman defense here after Garland's had great field position to start. Oh, and a sack right there. The ball's loose. Let's see who got it. I think Naaman Forest thinks they do. And there it is. They do recover.
Well, Garland had the opportunity to fall on that ball. They decided to try to pick it up, take off running. But let's see the defensive end coming across there. Look at that, number 11. Boom! Big tackle right there. They had the opportunity to fall down on the ball. They choose to kind of pick it up and run and missed it. Turns the ball back over. Wow.
Quarterback never even saw number 11, Davion Dill, and a turnover there, the first of the game.
Well, Davion Dill is going to be all over the field today. He's a senior. He's a 6'4", 235 pounds, and he'll play a little offense as well.
And off to Bennett coming outside. Oh, and look at that. Another good job by the Garland defense. Number 7, Chase Biddle comes up and makes the stop, and Bennett only with 1 yard.
Biddle's playing safety back there. Look at him. He was reading that the whole way. Great play right there. Now you had help. You had help on the inside by number 35. He turns the running back in, but Biddle's coming downhill fast and makes a great play.
2nd down and 9 now. Naaman with the ball in Garland territory. No score. There's the snap. The fake handoff. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's got a lot of room out here to the right side. And he's going to dive just a little bit short of the 1st down. They're going to mark him, it looks like, Bobby, about a yard short, but a nice 8-yard gain for quarterback Flores.
Just a draw run by the quarterback. Watch him. He fakes this, and then the running back and everybody else. Deal coming out there and getting a pancake block. Boy, that'll spring you for some yardage. You got somebody 6'5" coming down the line making a block for you like that.
That's exactly what happened. An 8-yard gain. 3rd down and short now for Naaman. Snap to Flores, hands it off to Bennett. Bennett's gonna have the 1st down and more, cuts it outside. And finally tackled by number 24 for the Owls. That's Aaron King, but a big run and a 1st down for Naaman Forest.
Well, it was like steer wrestling. Great vision right there, quick feet, gets outside, and then you get a steer wrestle tackle right here. Watch this.
Oh. All the way down to the 23. That was an 11-yard gain by Bennett, and he's going to take the handoff again. And this time the Garland defense a little bit better job of keeping him hemmed up. Short gain on the play of about 1.
They've got some big guys on that offensive line, and you'll see them wear the teams down as the game goes on, but they have a lot of meat on that line, man. They're big boys.
Looks like some movement there. Let's see who they get it on.
False start. The offense. 5-yard penalty.
So
Replay second down.
Is a false start called against Naaman Forest. That's going to back him up 5 yards. Set up second down. There's a snap to Flores, looking to throw it. He's going to throw it towards the end zone. He's got 2 out there. Is
Did
that
he
ball
catch it?
caught?
Wow.
No, it came out at the very end. I think he had it.
Bassan goes up with one hand to pull that thing down. Beautiful pass. It just floats up there so nice. Lets his guys run underneath it. Yeah, he goes up with one hand and almost pulls that thing in.
Almost pulled it. Yep, sure did.
That ball was going in slow motion. He was just following it the whole way, just reaching and reaching and reaching for it until it finally hits the ground.
So big play here. 3rd down and 14 after that 5-yard penalty on second down. He's going to roll out to his right. Flores has time, looking to throw it. Now he's going to tuck it and run, and he's going to be well short of the first down. So good job by Garland's coverage that time, Bobby, not allowing Flores to find any room to throw, and gain back to the original line of scrimmage, a gain of 4, but it's going to be 4th and 10.
Well, it's kind of a nice play. He's rolling out like he's going to throw it. It gives him the opportunity to take off running or throw it, and that's his read. If your guy's open, toss it out there. But when you're pumping, faking like that while you're running, sometimes the defense slows down and you can get by him.
So 4th and 10. Naaman looks like they're going for it here. There's the snap. Flores looking to throw it. They're setting up the screen, and that's going nowhere. Garland read that perfectly. A loss of 2 to Bennett, and the Owls will take back over.
Boy, what a great stop right there. They see it. They see the lineman release, and when they do that, boy, you can tell Garland has these guys coached really well. They saw the lineman release, and they just turned around and followed him out there. Led to a no gain. Good stop right there by Garland.
So the Owl offense takes back over. Here they come on the field for their second time. Boy, they had great field position on their first drive, but a nice sack, a strip sack by Naaman Forest, and of course, they lost, really flipped the field at that point, Bobby. So Garland starting this time from inside their own 25, and here's a huge run up the middle by Jayshon Powers, and that is enough for a big first down.
Boy, that offensive line just broke it open right there. Take a look here, boom. Everybody sealed their guy off, and it just gives Powers so much room to run, and he takes it right up the middle.
A gain of 20 yards on that carry by Powers. Garland at their own 45. There's a snap. They send somebody in motion. They hand it to him. He's got some room out here as well. That's number 4 across midfield down to the 49 for a gain of 6.
Yeah, they'll use Charles Allen quite a bit doing this. They'll reverse him like that. Sometimes they hand it to him. Sometimes they don't. They'll take off running behind him. And sometimes they'll throw it to him out there in the flats.
One of those junior receivers you were referring to, Bobby, he is a 6'2", 190-pound junior, and you're right, he's a weapon that they'll use quite a bit tonight in the game. 2nd and 4, the handoff comes inside, some room out there, and it closes in a hurry. A nice hit there, and a gain of only about 2. That'll be 3rd down and short now. Look at number 31 for the Rangers there on the tackle. 3rd down and 2 coming up here for Garland. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off to Powers. He's going to have a first down.
Oh, my goodness.
Nice spin move. Inside
Hold
cut.
on.
And down to the 30. What a great run that time by Jayshon Powers.
Putting on a show out there. Now, the only thing you got to be careful of when you're making that kind of spin moves and jumping around, you got to get that ball tucked up underneath you because they'll pop it out. See, it gets outside of him right there. That's when they'll knock it out. But, boy, he did a great job of spinning, moving, making people miss. That's some nice running right there.
Was a good run for Powers. A gain of 17, Bobby, as a matter of fact. There's a snap. They're going to hand it off to Powers again. Look at the hole up the middle. Cuts it back outside, and he's going to get about 10 more.
Well, I think you got to give a little bit of credit to the offensive coordinator, Brandon Doughty, because he sees that Naaman Forest is outside crowding his big receivers. I mean, they've got 3 guys outside, and they're splitting them all out. So if you get past that first 4 guys, the lineman, the defensive lineman, and the 2 linebackers, then you've got some free running, and that's what he's doing right now.
Another handoff to Powers up the middle. He is going to have the first down. The ball comes loose, but let's see if they call him down. They do not. They say it's a fumble. Boy, what a great drive Garland had, but it's going to stall with their second turnover here of the first quarter. We have an injured player as well, and that may be Powers. Bobby, let's see if he was down before the ball came out. Nope, he was not.
He's down. He's down on the ground. The ball's out. And 23 right there does a good job of scooping it up.
And that is Powers down on the play.
That's what we were talking about earlier. I mean, he does some great running, but you got to get that ball tucked up underneath you, because they're going to be swiping at that thing. Boy, they were doing a great job of running the ball, and most of it straight up the middle.
Yeah, and he, like I said, he had the first down there, but again, the ball came loose, and well, that was a great drive by the Owls. They started at their own 25, made it all the way to the Naaman Forest 20, but again, their second turnover of the game. Here's a look at it one more time.
And the injury probably happened because you're trying to search for the ball, and everybody starts jumping on you a little bit.
So Powers coming off right now, so has to be walking very gingerly, but
well, I hope he's okay. He is something that they really need in that backfield.
So Naaman Forest with their second fumble for a turnover here, and they're going to take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. We've got 3:40 remaining here in the first quarter, no score.
You'll be watching Deal right there, number 11. He's like a slot back.
Hand off to Bennett to the right side. He's going to get thrown down after a gain of only 1 yard.
I was going to say, Deal, he lead blocks right there. That's what they do. They bring him like a power blocker. So you follow him a lot of times, and you'll follow the running back. You see how he goes in and lead blocks? But then you got to watch him, because they will release him out there, and he'll be wide open because he's been blocking so much. You just kind of delay it a second, just toss it over the defense's head, and there he'll be.
2nd down and 9 after the 1-yard gain. Kingsley Bennett, most of the offense so far here in the first quarter for Naaman Forest. There's a snap. They're going to hand it off to the new running back in the game, I believe. And a gain of about 3 more there. Yeah, that runner was number 23 for Naaman Forest. That's his first carry of the game. Bird with 3 more yards. Here's a look at it again.
Boom, Scotty Johnson there, jumps right in there, wraps him up, don't give him any room.
So 3rd down and 6 coming up here for the Rangers. Snap to Flores. He's going to roll out to his right side, looking to throw it. And that's actually not Flores. A great pass that time. And the catch made by number 14 right there, Tristan Johnson. And Bobby, I said that was Flores, but that's a new quarterback on the field for that play for Naaman Forest. That's number 3, Austin Valdez. And here's a look at it.
Well, he keeps his eyes down the field the whole time and makes a great throw. I think everybody thought he was going to end up running.
So a nice job there and a nice throw to number 14. Hand off to Bennett coming out here to the left side. He's got some room. Look at the opening. The penalty flag comes out, though. This one may be coming back as he gets pulled down inside the Garland 30. But again, there is a penalty flag here.
Yeah, right where he makes the break to break loose. It looks like there's going to be a holding or block in the back there.
So they're going to talk about it. This will negate a huge run for Bennett if it indeed is against Naaman Forest.
It looked like Chance Biddle for Garland comes limping off the field, and they're taking a look at him.
Still have not seen the signal yet, but here it comes.
Holding. Offense number 72. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot and replay the down.
So a holding call goes against Naaman Forest. We'll see if we can pick it up on the replay.
He's the guy that would have made the tackle. So you can see him hold right. He held number 2 from getting out there.
Yep, and that's where the penalty flag comes in. So that's a 10-yard loss. Of course, it's going to set up a first down and 20 now for Naaman Forest. There's the snap. Quarterback rolls out to his left, looking to throw it, looking to throw. He's going to throw it across. He's got a man there. Oh, almost bobbled it there, Bobby, but able to bring it in, and he's going to gain about 9 yards back.
Again, Valdez does a great job of keeping his eyes down the field. I was watching, everybody was covered. His 2 primary receivers were covered. The guy he throws it to is coming all the way across the field from the other side.
So they get most of the penalty yardage back. It's going to set up second down, and let's call it 12. There's a snap, a handoff to Bennett coming to the right side, and it closes pretty quickly. Gain of about 4 yards, sets up a manageable third down and about 7, but we've got another injured player here on the field for the Owls. Take a look. I was trying to see if I could pick out the number there. Why don't we take, well, let's keep it here, Bobby. I'll tell you what, because we're almost here at the end of the first quarter, so why don't we keep it here and talk a little bit about what we've seen here in this first quarter. It's been a real good back and forth first quarter. Here's a look at the replay. Oh, you can see there the injury.
Yeah, it looks like it's 31. I didn't see how he got hurt, but it might have just kind of hurt your shoulder. Is what it's, yeah, there you go. He's holding the shoulder right there because he reaches out so far, tries to get Bennett, and then lands pretty tough on his shoulder there. Hopefully he hits a little stinger and he'll just be right.
He'll be back in. Yep, absolutely. So a big third down and 7 here coming up for Naaman Forest. There's a snap and a roll out to the right side. He's coming from behind, looking deep, and overthrows the intended receiver. It's going to be fourth down.
Yeah, Dill, he just runs like a 10 and out and then up. And they thought they were going to get him free out there, but great coverage. There really wasn't anybody to throw to. See, everybody's just going out towards the right. Everybody goes to come back, and then Dill takes off behind him. Coverage was there.
So fourth down and about 7 here. Naaman Forest looking to kick it away. We've got 21 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. No score. Been a good contest so far.
Both defenses have really held up. I mean,
yeah,
Garland looked like they were able to drive the ball up the middle, but, you know, when Naaman causes them to have 2 fumbles.
Boy, look at this punt.
Wow.
Chases the Garland Owl back into the back inside the 10-yard line, and boy, he's going to be up into there. Now, penalty flag comes out late, and you know, I don't see any Garland Owl defenders. That's got to be a face mask, doesn't it?
Has to be. Yeah, there was nothing else there.
You know, a lot of times on those kicks, you look for, you know, legal block in the back, something like that. I didn't see any Garland players in the vicinity.
What a punt! I mean, we've seen him twice. He dodged a defender and then punted on his last punt, and then he does it again here where he just gets that little running rugby kick.
Yep.
Boy, he hit it good too.
Officials still talking about this. Again, it's got to be face mask, you would think. Here's a look at it again. Oh, that could be a helmet to helmet. That may be what they're calling.
Yeah, that's why they're out there talking about it, because they might be.
Yeah, he may get disqualified there.
Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. He said sorry, but man, he launched. It looked like his feet were off the ground by 3 or 4 feet in the air. I mean, he launched.
Yeah, here's a look at it again.
Oh, he's jumping over somebody, so that's really not fair, really.
Well, except you can't lower your head, though. That's the only thing I'd say. But
yeah, but see, he's jumping over number 15 right there. But, you know, if your helmet's a helmet and it looks like a launch, I mean, that might be what they're calling here.
Yep, yeah. We're about to find out. Great work by our camera crew right there to get that slow motion shot.
Personal foul, targeting.
Okay.
Number 9, by rule, number 9 is disqualified for the contest.
So it is a targeting call against Naaman Forest, and so as you heard, that young man's ejected for the rest of the game. And yeah, like you said, Bobby, that's one of those bang plays. And again, he was jumping over another player.
Right, and then the offensive player actually is kind of running towards him.
Right.
And you have no other choice. But they're getting kind of serious about these things, going to the helmet and all that sort of thing. And this may have been one of those where you're like, well, he didn't actually mean to do it, but they're starting to be a little more strict on that.
They are indeed. So it looks like a timeout has been called here by Naaman Forest. That'll be their first charge timeout here of the first half. And again, Bobby, 9 seconds. So let's just keep it here and talk, a little bit amongst ourselves, kind of what we were saying before. Again, both of these teams coming in at 1-0 on the district season. Both with pretty big wins last week. You mentioned the Garland big win over North Garland, but Naaman Forest had a big win last week also over South Garland.
That's
so, again, the winner of this contest is going to start 2-0 in district play, and a good sign for, to be in the lead for whichever of these teams come out.
Well, and both teams just seem to have a lot of maturity level in them. They look like they're very disciplined teams. You don't see a whole lot of penalties between either team, and I wouldn't be surprised if these are going to be the two top teams that we have in the district.
Well, both teams, like I said, have started out really well. Of course, for Garland, it's been several years, a perennial power back, just even 10, 15 years ago, Bobby. And they've been down for a couple years here. They're trying to get back to where they were before. And again, this Naaman Forest squad, they've been getting better every year. And again, last year made the playoffs. Had a lot of those individuals coming back this year, and so they're looking, and you mentioned it before, looking to be really strong this year in district play.
And they got some big guys too. You got number 11 right there, Deal, and those down linemen and offensive line. They've got a lot of size on this team, and that's what you need.
1st and 10, Perez across the middle on the throw. The catch is made, but that's not going to go for much. As a matter of fact, looks like they're going to tackle him right at the line of scrimmage for no gain. And with that, we have come to the end of an entertaining first quarter of play here at Williams Stadium. Our score at the end of 1, the Naaman Forest Rangers nothing, the Garland Owls nothing. We'll be back after these messages.
I can't vote yet.
But you can.
Exercise your right to vote in the upcoming election.
Early voting is October 13th through October 30th.
Election day is November 3rd.
Remember that Garland ISD has a tax rate election on the ballot.
It will be the last item.
So remember to vote all the way to the end.
Visit www.garlandisdtre.com to learn more about our tax rate election.
Back for the start of the second quarter here at Williams Stadium. No score. It's been a good first quarter here. Both of these teams battling hard. And a second down coming up here for Garland. Second down and 10 after the pass was completed, of course, to number 3, Jordan Hudson, but didn't get any yardage. A great play by Naaman's defense to tackle him for no gain. And so we've got a 2nd and 2 as we reset here to start the second quarter. When I tell you, Garland's had really the only sustained drive so far in the first quarter. It, ended up being a fumble at the end of it. Garland with 2 turnovers here in the first quarter. Let's see if they can pick it up here. There's the throw on second down. Again, right on the money, but the tackle made right away and a gain of only 1 yard on this throw.
Yeah, Ellis Rogers is so big. He can get up. He'll make good athletes look foolish because he can catch the ball and run so good. So they're going to keep throwing it out there. But great play on the other side of the ball by number 8.
3rd down and 9 now for Garland, and the throw out deep. They're looking deep. Boy, knocked away right there at the end. A great defensive play. I think that's number 4 out there with the coverage. Yep, it sure indeed was. That is number 4 for the Rangers, Creighton Thompson. He's a 6'2", 180-pound senior, Bobby. He ran stride for stride with Jordan Hudson that time and knocks it away.
Yeah, this is what they need. Somebody just as big as Hudson out there covering him, because if you've got somebody that's kind of short, Hudson's going to go up over you to get that ball. He's got big arms, long legs, a huge stride. And if you that's what you got to have, somebody right next to him, the same size, playing against him.
So 4th down and 9. Garland looking to kick it away. The kick is off. Pretty good punt. Fair catch called for and made right at the 41-yard line. That's where Naaman Forest will take over on offense.
Well, we've seen some great special teams play, and you know you've got a pretty good rounded team if you can execute a punt over and over like that against a team like that's out there right now. And we've seen some great punts by Naaman Forest. Saw our first punt right there by Garland, and it just looks good.
So the Rangers back out on offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 41. Just underway here in the second quarter at Williams Stadium. No score between Naaman Forest and Garland. Here's a snap, looking to throw it out quick is the quarterback, and right in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, number 30, Terrence Landrum. Again, that's number 3, Austin Valdez, still in at quarterback.
Well, Valdez kind of puts a little mustard on that ball, and it was kind of hard to catch. Receivers always say, hey, I should have caught it. It touched me in the hands, but you also need a little bit of touch. Watch him just fire it out there. It's just hot. They do it every day in practice, though, so you got to be ready for it.
You do. 2nd down and 10. Hand off to Bennett, and he gets tackled in the backfield. It's going to be a loss of 2, Bobby.
Boy, Martinez, watch him come through there. He goes low, and then all of a sudden he runs right into Bennett. I'm not sure that he thought he was going to do that. He was kind of taking out the big blocker.
Right.
But as he rolled through there, Bennett was running right behind him.
So 3rd down now and 12 coming up for Naaman Forest. Boy, both of these defenses have been impressive so far in this game. There's a snap, straight drop back, looking to throw it. He's going to throw it across, and that ball was almost picked off. Well, he was leading the receiver that time, Bobby, but the corner was just sitting there waiting on it.
Yeah, and that's a long throw, too.
Yes,
I mean,
it is.
You're throwing from the middle of the field all the way to the sideline, and it gives the guys a little bit of an opportunity to get over there. Now, he didn't give his receiver away. It was just too far of a throw. Bennett was coming from the other side, the left end, all the way across the field, and they thought maybe that they'd forget about him and then he'd be wide open over there, but coverage was good.
So a 3 and out here, it appears, for Naaman Forest. They're set to punt it away. Their 3rd punt here of the first half. Garland, Shante Russell back to return. There's the kick. That one almost got blocked as well, but look at the punt.
What a punt.
Yeah, that's going to go in and out of the back of the end zone, so that will be a touchback, but another great punt by number 35, Francesco Scafetti, for Naaman Forest.
I mean, that ball in the air had to be 60 yards.
Just another great punt there for Naaman Forest. Garland's going to take back over at their own 20-yard line.
Garland does best. You know, it looks like Naaman Forest is really protecting these wide receivers. So they got the safeties playing on the outside of the hash marks, trying to give that deep coverage to these big receivers. And it's kind of leaving the middle of the field open. And I wouldn't be surprised if they start giving that ball, you know, to Hudson or somebody right up the middle.
Substitution infraction. Yeah, you're good. Offense, 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
Yeah, substitution infraction that time called against Garland. So they had, you know, Powers was back in the game that time. Bobby, they broke the huddle, lined up, and then he tried to come off the field. And so 5-yard penalty against Garland is marked off. 1st down and 15 now. The snap and the handoff on the draw play and a spin move. And a lot of running that time, Bobby, but not a whole lot of yards. Naaman Forest did a good job of reading that play in a gain of only about 1.
Well, he's got a lot of talent, man. He's quick.
That is number 28 with that carry. Again, a lot of moves that time, Bobby, but only 1 yard. So again, the Garland defense doing a good job. I mean, pardon me, the Naaman Forest defense doing a good job. Snap to Perez, looking to throw it here. He's got time. He throws it a low pass, and that pass falls incomplete.
Looks like he got a little indecisive right there. He saw him coming through there, but there was a lot of white jerseys too, and so it looked like he was going to try to pull that down and not throw it, but I think I need to throw it kind of thing, and when you do that, sometimes it leaves it short. It might have got blocked a little bit. I'm not sure.
So once again, another 3rd and long, and the passing attack really hasn't gotten going. It's been the ground game for Garland thus far. Perez has some room. He's going to tuck it and run, but he gets tripped up at the 20, falls to the 19, a gain of about 5, but obviously well shy of the first down.
And there's just nobody open. A little happy feet, and then you think, okay, well, you know, if you can get 5 or 6 yards for the first down, it's one thing, but he had to get a full 15.
Yep. So Garland back-to-back punts here, and Naaman should get pretty good field position out of this. There's the kick off the side of his foot, and yeah, Naaman's going to get great field position out of this. Takes a Garland roll there at the end across the 45, but Naaman's going to take over at Garland's 46. Their best field position since that fumble from Garland on their first series.
What looked like Naaman had 10 guys on that line. They were going after the punt. Might have rushed him just a little bit to get that ball off.
Yeah, I think you're right. There's the kick, and it just kind of came off the side. But you can see, as you said, Bobby, you see the Naaman Forest players getting there after the punter. So Naaman with good field position here at their own 45-yard line, 1st and 10. There's a snap, and the handoff coming outside to Bennett. Gets around the first man. Does not break contain, though. A short gain of only about 2.
Boy, Keelan Smith, the linebacker, he chased him all the way down. I mean, they've got a lot of speed right there on that Garland defense. I mean, watch how this ball goes all the way to the one side of the field in 26. Right there, he chases him all the way down. Pretty disciplined. Number 7, these guys are all extending the play by just forcing it out, making them have to run further and further out. When you do that, you get support from inside.
2nd down and a long 7. Oh, a fake handoff and a run out here to the left side by the quarterback. Back in the game is number 17 for the Rangers, Jaden Flores, and he's going to pick up about 8 yards.
Just a designed run. Boom. Took off running with it. Almost got the first down.
3rd down, 1.
3rd and 1 here coming up for Naaman Forest. Snap to Flores. He's going to hand it off to Bennett to the left side. He's got a first down, and it gets pulled down after a gain of about 3 yards.
Bennett wisely goes down right there. He starts to try to break that tackle and keep running. But when you get stood up like that, that's when people can get you really good. And he wisely goes down and just picks up the first and lifts for another play.
First and 10 now at the 33. There's a snap. Handoff this time comes to the right side and tripped up at the 30-yard line for a gain of about 4 yards. Is number 23 for the Naaman Forest Rangers.
Chance Biddle coming in on the stop again. Now he's playing that right free safety. And so he's kind of sees it as it's happening, so he can come up and give that run support, which is what he did right there.
2nd down and 6 as we are inside of 7 minutes here in the 2nd quarter. No score, but Naaman driving here. Handoff to Bennett. Boy, nice stiff arm there to get around the corner. Oh, the ball comes loose. And let's see who's got it. Garland thinks they do, and they do. Number 22 comes out of the pile with it, Christian Cooper. Bobby Bennett did a great job that time initially at the line. You know, I thought he was going to be dropped for no gain, and he escaped that and got outside, and then, boy, just one of those plays where they were able to strip the ball away from him and another turnover.
Boy, you know, it's almost like when you try to do too much,
you
know, that's when these things happen. You've got to just be ready to play the next down. So you got to hold that ball real tight. You get hit, you go down.
So Garland takes over at their own 29-yard line. Here we go. Perez looking to throw it. Here comes pressure. He throws it across, and boy, the pass is incomplete. And once again, number 11, Davion Dill in the backfield, and boy, just a tick late that time, or he would have had another sack.
it didn't look good for Perez. I mean, he comes in and gets him right at the waist and rips him down. You got to keep your eye on that number 11. He's everywhere. Offense, defense, special teams.
There's a snap. They're going to roll him out, throw it out. He's got a man out there. Boy, and he short hopped it again, so another incomplete pass. Now, I will say he is throwing it against or into the wind, but Bobby, he hasn't been accurate here so far in the first half.
Yeah, he's kind of, I don't know if that line is getting to him a little bit, but he's kind of not real demanding on his throws. He's kind of hesitant. When you do that, the ball floats a little bit. It looks like it's just not getting to his receiver, so he's just going to have to step into his throw, set that foot, plant it, and throw it.
So 3rd and long once again for the Owls. 3rd down and 10. There's a snap. Perez looking to throw it again. He's got to scramble out. He's got people all over him. He's going to throw it out there to no one in particular. And the pressure was just there. And you know, Perez not having any time to throw on that one.
Yeah, they put a lot of pressure. Deal on one side and the defensive end on the other side. They just, both of them broke away from their blockers. You know, you got to give a little credit to Naaman Forest. Both, you know, their defensive backs are about the same size as the receivers for Garland. So, you know, it's not giving him a whole lot of time to throw because they're blocking. So the defense is holding them so long.
It takes a Garland roll that time.
Those receivers aren't just getting away anytime they want. They've got some big guys over there, you know, chucking them at the line of scrimmage, so they're having to really work.
Is a penalty flag on the play right at the 30-yard line. Punt rolls inside the 40 down to the Naaman Forest 36, but we will check the flag here. And Bobby, I've got Perez at this point of the game with only 3 completions.
They can't be for very much yardage either, because the ones that I can remember were like little 3 and outs, and you know, throwing like that, they weren't very deep.
Yeah, I've got 3 yards for Perez right now as far as yardage. So yeah, the 3 passes he's completed, you know, the first pass of the game he completed for 2 yards, and then he had another reception for no gain.
During the kick, holding. Number 4, the kicking team. 10 yards from the dead ball spot, 1st down.
Well, so that's a big penalty against Garland. That's going to give Naaman Forest 10 more yards. They're going to start another drive in great field position here from their own 46.
Well, we'll see how that big offensive line starts wearing down on that Garland defense.
Fakes the handoff. Quarterback keeps it. He gets hit immediately. Falls forward for about a yard, but again, the Garland defense stays at home that time, Bobby, and they're able to make a nice play.
If you look at number 75 right there on your screen, Cameron Smith, he's a senior, but he's 6'5", 320. I mean, that's a big man.
Yes, it is. Second down and 9 here for the Rangers. There's a snap. They're going to hand it off to 23. He's got a little bit of a hole there and a nice run all the way inside, or, you know, past midfield down to the Garland 46-yard line. That's a gain of about 7.
Just hand it off right there. Let him go one way, and then you get big 55 and all this big lineman. That's Kedra Johnson. He's 6'2", 265. So you just get behind those guys while they're running at you. Just get behind them and just follow them.
Yep, absolutely. 3rd down and short here for Naaman Forest. There's a snap. They're going to hand it off again, and boy, nice move for the 1st down. Now penalty flag comes out late. The ball comes out. Looks like Naaman was able to recover. Again, though, there is a penalty flag, so let's check this. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Chop block. Numbers 11 and 75. 15 yards from the end of the run. 1st down.
So I guess they're calling a chop block on the defense.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused on.
I think he means the offense.
Let's see.
Correction. Chop block, number 1175 on the offense.
There you go.
15 yards from the previous spot, and replay the down.
Okay, that makes sense. A chop block on the offense. And yeah, you saw right there on the left side of the screen right there where you had one blocker engaged and then the other came in low, and that, of course, is what they called on the play. So that's a big penalty, Bobby. It was going to be first down for Naaman Forest, but now this 15-yarder is going to send it all the way back to the Naaman Forest 39 and set up a third down at about 18. So a big third down play coming up here for Naaman Forest. There's a snap, a roll out, the handoff coming back. They hit him at the line of scrimmage, and Bennett goes down after a gain. Actually, it looks like he may have lost a yard where they're marking him. So once again, the Garland defense comes up big.
It looked like Scotty Johnson's the one that came in initially and made that stop right there. It was just a draw play. It's a kind of a curious play to do. You've almost got 16 yards to go and 17 yards to go, and you do a little draw play like that. It's kind of like just setting up for a punt.
Here's the punt, and the catch made there. Boy, Naaman Forest gets on him in a hurry and drops him down at about the 23-yard line, where Garland will take it back over 1st and 10. We've got 3:49 remaining in the half, Bobby. No score, which is a little surprising to me.
It is to me as well. Now, we've had a couple of turnovers that may have squandered some of these attacks on offense, but really we haven't seen any air game at all, and that's kind of surprising from Garland. But that could be because the defense of Naaman Forest has some big guys out there covering on the outside, and some big linemen pushing up in the middle, so it's not giving Perez any time to throw it.
So 1st and 10 at the 23 of Garland, and offense back on the field. There's a snap. They're going to hand it off up the middle, trying to cut back outside. That time, number 5, Russell with the carry, and he's going to lose a yard. And a defensive battle here at Williams Stadium tonight.
Just know where to go with that one. You got to spread it out a little bit. You're going to have to throw it out there, throw it to a couple of guys that just make a quick pass to spread that defense out. Right now, they've kind of clogging up in the middle. They've changed their defense. Now they're going to a 3-4.
Perez drops the ball, hands it off to number 5, Russell once again. It looks like he gets back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's all. So once again, it's going to be a 3rd down and 10 coming up. Well, I tell you, Bobby, we saw, Garland has had the best drive of the half so far. They took one from their own 25, drove all the way down to the Naaman Forest 20. But really, after that drive, Bobby, they've done nothing offensively.
Yeah.
Naaman's defense has made some changes here, and it's really stopped the Owls.
They really have, because at first they only had 2 linebackers. Now they've changed it up to stop the run.
And there's the first big pass play of the game, and that is going to be an incomplete pass. I thought he had it, but I guess the hit there knocked it loose out of the hands of Ellis Rogers, so 4th down and 10 coming up.
Great play, great throw, good time right there. Ellis Rogers will go up and get it. That's what we've been saying, but what a great hit.
Yep,
by the safety. He comes in and not only hits him, knocks him down, but he swings at the ball and knocks it out of his hands.
So another 3 and out for Garland now. Naaman's going to have 2:33 remaining and only 2 timeouts when they get this ball back. Now let's watch for pressure as well. The last couple of punt attempts for Garland, Naaman's had some pressure on him. There's a snap, and the pressure's coming again, and it does get blocked. Naaman's going to have great field position here as they take over.
I mean, you could see it coming. They had 10 guys on the line. The only way you can stop that is if you put some guys out wide and looks like you're going to maybe throw a fake punt, so that it spreads guys out. But boy, right now they had 10 guys on the line, and Deal, big number 11, goes in there and recovers the punt.
Yeah, that was number 30 for the Rangers, Terrence Landrum with the, there he is right there on your screen. He's a young man that got through and made the block, and now Naaman Forest with a 1st and goal at the 10-yard line. Hand off to Bennett, trying to get outside. He makes it out there, but look at the pursuit, Bobby, and he's going to lose 4 yards.
Aaron King's over going, not this side. You're not getting away with it over here.
Just a great tackle.
Yeah.
So a loss of 4 is going to bring it back down to the 14. So 2nd and goal now from the 14. And we are inside of 2 minutes to go here in the first half. There's the snap, the handoff to Bennett, trying to get to the left side. He breaks through, makes an outside cut, and a penalty flag. That's going to be a face mask. So it's going to move it half the distance to the goal, and Naaman will have an automatic first down.
Well, he just comes through there so quick. I mean, I thought he was going to be down, but he got so low, I don't think anybody even saw him.
Personal foul, face mask, number 24 of the defense, half the distance to the goal, and an automatic first down.
Here's a look at it again. And I'm with you, Bobby. I thought he was going to be tackled right there at the line of scrimmage. You're going to see the face mask come right here.
Yeah, turned his head.
Yep, sure did. Easy call there for the officials. So it's going to be 1st and goal now from the 4. That's a fresh set of downs. Naaman letting time run off the clock. They've only got 4 left on the play clock. Yeah, I think they're going to have to use a timeout here. And they do indeed. So Naaman calls their 2nd timeout of the first half. We'll take a quick break. We've got 1:15 remaining until half with our score. Naaman Forest nothing, Garland nothing.
Election Day, November 3rd is right around the corner. Don't forget, our TRE is on the ballot. It's like being on the 10-yard line with less than 2 minutes to play.
So be a team player. Never pass up the opportunity to vote.
When you vote, it's a home run for our community.
We hope to see a spike in voter turnout this year. So get to the polls and vote. It's a great way to serve.
Just make sure your voice is heard on Election Day. When it comes to voting, we're all on the same team, the GISD team.
Back to live action. We've got 1:15 remaining. Naaman Forest a 1st and goal at the 4, looking to put the first points on the board here of the half. Handoff on an outside run to number 30. He's got some room, and that's a touchdown, Naaman Forest.
Congratulations to him, man. That was a great run and a great play and a great teamwork because, you know, usually we've been seeing that defense get outside there and not allow that run and to string it out. But this time, they were able to seal that side off. Makes one guy miss, and he's in the end zone, baby.
Yeah, Bobby, how about the fact that he gets rewarded for the blocked punt and rewarded by the touchdown run? So first points on the board by Naaman Forest. The kick is up. It is good. And our new score here at Williams Stadium, we've got 1:08 remaining. Naaman Forest 7, Garland nothing. We'll keep it here. There's a look at the young man right there. Again, just moments ago, Bobby had the block of the punt that set, Naaman up with 1st and goal, and they reward him by giving him the handoff that scores.
Yeah, I think that's why they had to call a timeout, because they wanted to change the play. Here's the punt block. Boom.
So there's the blocked punt, and of course he comes back with a 4-yard touchdown run, our first points of the game, and a 7-0 lead with just 1:08 remaining here in the half.
Yeah, I think they wanted to call that timeout so that they could get him the ball and reward him for that. And they do, and he gets it in. That's fun.
That is real fun. And a 7-0 lead here for Naaman Forest. Again, 1:08 remaining here in the first half. It's been a great first half, and really mistakes by Garland, Bobby. Probably the story so far. They've had 2 fumbles, and then, of course, the blocked punt that led to the only points. And, otherwise a pretty even contest here so far in the first half.
Both teams' defense really look good. They're showing a lot of speed.
Yeah, playing well tonight, both of them defensively. So here we go. Set to kick, number 25, Francisco Castillo. And the high end over end kick is away. It's going to come down and bounce out of bounds, and that'll be a penalty. And let's see if Garland likes to have him kick it again, or if they just want to add 5 to the end of the.
That time Shante Russell goes in, lets it go out of bounds there. You know, I think he learned from the last one, hey, you can just let that go out.
Yep. Or he learned from Naaman Forest. Remember, the Naaman Forest player was the one that
oh, was that? Yeah.
Yeah, to start the game.
That's right.
Free kick out of bounds. Be Garland's ball on the 30.
So they're going to just take the yardage at the end of the penalty, or the penalty yardage at the end of the kick out of bounds. So they're going to start 1st and 10 at their 30. They've got all 3 timeouts in a minute 8, so plenty of time for quarterback Perez, although they handed off here on 1st down. I believe that was Powers with the run back in the game. Good to see him back in at a gain of about 2. Oh, pardon me, that's 23, not 21. That is Trey Alexander with the run, his first carry of the game. There's a snap, and I think we're going to have a false start called here, it looks like, as they got Garland to jump.
Dave.
Well, they got Naaman to jump first, and then Naaman gets back and set, and he changes his count again, and there's just too much time. They've been sitting in those stands for a long time there, and it got everybody off timing.
So still waiting for the call here.
False start on the offense. All right, 5-yard penalty. And by rule, that foul contains a 10-second runoff. Please adjust the clock to 32 seconds.
So a 10-second runoff, a 5-yard penalty will be marked off as well. And so 32 seconds remaining here in the first half. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Coach Russell just go ahead and run it here and, just go down 7-0.
Yeah, I agree with you. And unless you get a big run right here to set you up for a possibility to throw it, I think you're right. I think you got your downs, you run the clock out and go to halftime feeling pretty lucky, pretty good.
Yep. Yeah, he played a good first half defensively. You don't want any mistakes here, so see what Coach Russell likes to do. The clock is running. I think they're going to do exactly what we thought, Bobby, and they're going to let the clock run down, probably take a snap and a knee, and maybe try a Hail Mary here perhaps, but then run out the clock and go into half down by only 7. There's the pitch back to number 3. Yeah, look at the swarming defense for Naaman. Let's see if they call their final timeout here, if Naaman does. It doesn't look like they're going to. They're going to be content as well to go into the half with a 7-point lead, and that is the end of the first half. Well, I tell you, a good first half of play here, Bobby. The catalyst, the blocked punt for the touchdown. We are at half at Williams Stadium. Our score, Naaman Forest 7, Garland nothing. We'll be back after these messages on GRS TV.
Come on in. Guys, we're all on the same team. Team Garland ISD. Now, are you ready to go vote? There you go. Everyone knows to complete the whole ballot, right? Okay, let's go. Remember, voting is a team effort. Voting. So easy, even a mascot can do it.
for the start of the third quarter here at Williams Stadium. Our halftime score, Naaman Forest 7 and Garland nothing. So good first half of play. Naaman Forest scored late. Garland's going to receive the opening kickoff here for the second half, and let's see if they can mount a drive here. There's a low kick, and it's going to come down and taken by, I believe that's Russell. And Garland's going to come out with pretty good field position here to start this drive. And we'll get to the first half stats here in just a minute. But again, Garland's going to have the ball first. It looks like 1st and 10 at the 35 to start. Again, trailing 7-0.
Well, really, Garland has to pick it up on offense. We totaled up 60 total yards that they had that first half. Only 2 first downs. So they're going to have to pick it up. And now, you know, we come into the game talking about how Sergio Perez likes to throw the ball and out to Jordan Hudson. Well, Jordan Hudson hasn't even got a catch tonight. So they're going to have to do something to get all these guys with all the talent the ball.
There's a snap, the handoff to Powers, trying to get outside. He's in a lot of trouble. He's going to lose yardage. Loss of 2, and the third quarter here starting out like a lot of the first half did, and that's with a negative run.
Yeah, Jason Powers, he was their leading rusher. He had 45 yards in that first half with 5 carries. But they bottled him up right there. He lost one of those 45 yards.
Second down and 12 here. Split backs in the backfield for the Owls. There's a snap. Perez looking to throw it. He's got some time. He throws it across. He's got a man wide open. That's going to be an easy catch and a first down. Garland all the way down to the 45. It looks like there may be another fumble. Let's see what they call.
Uh-oh.
And they do. So Naaman Forest strips Garland. And that is going to be the 3rd fumble here of the game for the Owls.
So he finally finds Hudson coming across the middle there. See who gets it. Oh, yeah, they are just pulling on that ball. I mean, that's good coaching right there. He wasn't going for the tackle. He was going for the strip, and there he is. Now he lines up right up there on offense.
I believe that's number 14, Tristan Johnson. Here's the first snap of the second half for the Naaman Forest Rangers, and a big run by number 2, Kingsley Bennett. That's going to be a gain of almost 10 yards.
Now, he had 14 carries for 41 yards in that first half, so you can go add 15 to it now. He's having a big night. We saw a lot of defensive struggle. Defense has really just dominated this game so far. Naaman's only had 4 first downs for 101 yards total in that first half.
So a 10-yard gain. They're going to give him the first down as the ball is right at the 45 of Garland. So 1st and 10, Rangers in Garland territory. The handoff to Bennett, and he's going to be dropped for a gain of only about a yard.
Axel Martinez, the defensive end there, comes in and makes a great tackle. Just coming down the line. Let him come to you, and boom.
There's a look at number 2, Kingsley Bennett, the quarterback on the field to start the second half here. Austin Valdez for Naaman Forest.
Now they've been given split time between Jaden Flores and Austin Valdez, and Valdez is 2 of 5 for 28 yards in the air.
Kingsley Bennett tries it again here. This time no gain, so it's going to set up 3rd down and long.
That's big number 75 there again. Cameron.
Boy, big 3rd down and 9 here coming up for Naaman Forest. Again, Garland had the ball first, had a nice throw and catch to Jordan Hudson, his first of the game, and then ball comes loose.
Yeah, you got to take care of it. That's their 3rd fumble of the game.
Here comes all day to throw. The throw's out there. I think it's skipped. And that should be incomplete. Let's see, are they calling that a catch? Now it looks like they are. I thought it skipped, Bobby, but a great catch there by number 14. I think he may be just shy of the first down. Let's see if we can pick it up here. Tristan Johnson again. Oh, nope, he got it.
Yeah.
Got his hands underneath it. A great catch, and they are going to give him enough for the first down. So a great catch there by him.
Well, that's his 2nd catch of the game. He had one for 20 yards in the first half.
Here's a handoff up the middle, a gain of about 4 yards, and believe that was 23 with the carry. It was indeed. That is Bird once again with the carry. Nice run that time for him. A gain of about, like I said, 4.
Gutierrez on the tackle. He comes flying through there. Picks up the ball carrier. Putting together a really nice drive.
There's a snap, the handoff back to Bennett. He's got nice running room here, a nice spin move as well. He's going to be close to the first down marker, but I think he's about a yard shy down to the Garland 26. Going to be a gain of about 5 and set up a 3rd down and 1.
Well, you'd like to see your big lineman downfield with you. If you get 5 or 6, 8, 10 yards, and then when you get up, you're on your own lineman, that means they were getting a good push downfield for you.
Big 3rd down and 1 coming up here. Trying to get to the 25 to pick up a first down. The handoff to Bennett. He's trying to get outside. He gets enough for the first down and down inside the 20. Gain of 6 more for Bennett.
Gutierrez had him right there. He was just too fast. He just bounced outside and picked up that yards. Right here you see Gutierrez come in. He was just able to get outside with that speed.
First and 10, Rangers driving here. They are just outside or the tip of the nose right on the 20.
They love to throw that little fade to Huey over here in the left corner. It's kind of setting it up.
Snap to Valdez, hands it off, up the middle. Once again to Kingsley Bennett, a nice gain of about 7 yards, maybe 6 yards inside the 15.
Well, they're just power running. They're able to go right up the middle. You know, why switch it up? I mean, if you're picking up 5, 6 yards right up the middle, look at these linemen work. They're just kind of wearing down the Owls. I mean, it looks like they're just starting to get some good pushing going on.
Yeah, we mentioned a big offensive line for Naaman Forest. And I think you're right, Bobby. They're starting to really kind of assert themselves and pushing the Owl defenders around. 2nd down and 4. Valdez with the snap, handoff to Bennett. And he's going to be tripped up about a yard shy once again, but at 3rd down and short coming up once more for Naaman Forest.
They got those lead blockers coming through there and just freeing up some room. And there you see it again. You see those big linemen down the field. That means they're getting out on those linebackers. You see number 72 there, Will Canbanis. He's 6'3", 280 on the other side.
Fake the handoff to Bennett, trying to get outside, and he's going to lose yardage. Garland does a good job there on that play, and this is going to be decision time for Naaman. Let's see if they want to go for it here. They want to try a field goal. It's going to be a loss of 3 on the play.
Well, you were doing so good running straight up the middle, and all of a sudden you change it up and you lose 3 yards. I mean, you only needed a half a yard to get that first down. Wigington does a great job outside there.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go for it here. It's going to be a big play for Garland's defense. Oh, there's movement there. There's the snap. There's the throw towards the end zone. Ball is knocked away. There are penalty flags, so let's see who this one's on.
Aaron King saw the whole way. He knew that was going to be a pass and was in the right position. But, yeah, I think it might be offense kind of moved.
It looks like the official signal is offside against the Owls. That'll give Naaman an automatic first down if it is.
Yeah, they're staying out there.
Offsides, defense.
Ooh.
It's a 5-yard penalty, first down.
Well, that's a bad mistake right there.
Yes, it is.
You had the perfect defense set up on the pass. Oh, yeah. Good camera work right there. You can see everybody set still.
Hand out to Bennett. He's got a lot of room out here. Tries to cut it. Boy, nice tackle by number 24 of the Owls out there, Aaron King. Bobby,
Boy,
and I
he's
think
playing
that
a
was
good game right there.
Yeah, he is. No gain on the play. He played that one really well.
And he was the one that kind of batted that ball down out there on the last play. But boy, this is a one-on-one tackle. I mean, with a real shifty guy. Oh, and he almost had a fumble come out there as well. He just made a great one-on-one tackle. That's very hard to do.
Second and goal from the 9. No gain on that first down carry. There's the snap. They're going to hand it off to Bennett coming to the left. Oh, look at the hole here. And he is going to be, oh, he loses the ball. The ball is out. And Garland thinks they have it.
Oh, my goodness. You would think it's raining. The ball's coming out so much.
Garland's ball. Well, I thought that was a touchdown, Bobby. When I saw the hole up the middle, I thought, well, this is going to be an easy touchdown, and all of a sudden the ball comes out right at the 1.
Yeah, Aaron King, I think, gets the ball.
1.
Look at this hole.
Oh, yeah. Boom, there it is.
That's double knotted.
I mean, on the inch mark.
Wow, that is a huge turnover caused by the Owls. There's a look at number 24, Aaron King, who had a great series right there, Bobby. The last 3 plays all made by him. Now for the Owls, of course, they're right there inside the 1, so they got to be real careful. You know, lots of things that can happen here. You could have a penalty in the end zone. You could have a safety. There's, lots of things, so they got to be careful here. Look for a quick throw from the quarterback, Perez. He's going to throw it out. He's got a man out there. Oh, look at the catch!
Oh, my goodness.
Wow!
That's why you got to keep tossing it up to him. I mean, he split the coverage. He had a defensive defender under him, and then the safety coming over the top, and that ball was dropped only where he could catch it. Look at this coverage right there. He can adjust and catch that ball over the right shoulder.
Great throw. Here comes another throw. There's a flag out as well. Boy, that was going to be a pick there, and there is a flag. Let's see what this is. It's offside against Naaman, so it wouldn't have counted.
Well, offsides, defense, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
So the offside call here against Naaman, and that's going to give Garland 5 more, set up a first down and 5 at the 37.
Looks like they're going to start opening it up a little bit. Look, you have Perez throwing 2 deep balls right in a row. They probably went into halftime and said, hey, we need to get the ball at Jordan Hudson.
Hand off on the end around, coming to number 4, trying to get outside. And he's going to be short of the first down. A nice gain on the play of about 3 in this Charles Allen. It'll be second down here, and looks like about 2 to go for the first. Just have to hand it off to the deep back, and he's going to push forward for, I believe, a first down. Looks like 2 yards on the carry. That's number 28.
Yeah, Wigginton comes in, and they knew exactly what they wanted to do right there. Get in a power-type running formation, have a lead blocker, and let Wigginton just get there and get that first down. You can see he just lowered his shoulder and just ran over somebody for the first down right there.
So first and 10 now, the Owls at the 43.
I guess that was number 11 that he hit right there. Deal. That's a big guy you run over.
Perez, pressure's coming. He's going to throw it out. He's got a man out there. The catch is made. And the tackle made immediately, and I think no gain, Bobby. So it looked like a nice throw, but as it turns out, nothing on the reception.
Yeah, Creighton Thompson does a great job. I mean, I couldn't believe the ball got thrown out there for one thing, but boy, you see number 30 and Thompson there as well. They do a great job staying where they're supposed to be.
Gonna be a procedure call here against
False
the
start.
Owls.
Number 21 of the offense, 5-yard penalty. Replay the down.
The Owls just can't get away from themselves right now. They just had so many fumbles and plays like this that put you in a hole. you really need to be on top of it.
There's a snap, the handoff on the draw play, and a nice run up the middle to Powers. He's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage +1, so it's going to set up 3rd down and 9. So a 3rd down play coming up here for Garland. 3rd down 9. There's a snap to Perez, looking to throw it. He's got time. He's going to throw it across the middle, and that ball was tipped. Oh. Number 41 for the Rangers with the tip, Chandler Davis. Nice play. Now, there is a flag here in the secondary. Now, Bobby, that ball was tipped, so unless it's a holding call, they're going to have to wave that off. Yeah, I think they're going to call holding here, and that'll be a 1st down, Garland, if it is.
Well, you saw Charles Allen coming across the field, and they do hit him as he's coming across.
Holding. Number 13 of the defense. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. 1st down.
So it is a defensive holding call, so that will give him a 1st down.
See, right as he comes in the screen here, you'll see him. He's holding him right there. That's a good call by the ref.
So that's a break for Garland, as that's going to, would have been 4th down there, but it gives him a 1st down in Naaman territory. So 1st and 10 here at the 46.
Now that the Owls are throwing the ball a little bit, you can see how the defense has changed for Naaman. Now they only have 3 down linemen.
There's a rollout by Perez. He throws it across. He's got his man. That's going to be close to another 1st down. I think maybe a yard short for Russell, who makes the catch.
Russell's their speedster. You got to get guys like that the ball.
They're going to give him 9. Nice play that time, Bobby, to roll him out to his left. Now, he had to throw across his body, of course, but
it's a hard throw to make right there.
Yeah, but you've got Dill putting pressure on him, you know, when he's sitting in the pocket. So a nice play there to kind of roll him out of the pocket. 2nd and 1 here. There's the snap, the handoff. Once again, I believe that's to Wigginton, and that time Naaman is ready for it, and he's going to lose a yard.
Yeah, they had that down. It looks like Roel Garcia, let's see, number 30 right there, Landrum, they're blitzing him off the corner. And right when he's there, I mean, boom, he hits him as soon as he gets the ball. I mean, they blitzed that perfectly. That was a perfect defensive call.
So 3rd down and 2 here for the Owls. We're inside of a minute to go already in the 3rd quarter. Owls trying to tie it up here, and Perez is going to take it himself. He's going to have a 1st down and more inside the 30, and he goes out of bounds at around the 28-yard line. That is a gain of 10 yards and a 1st down.
Get that big push going up the middle. Wait for them all to create a lane for you, and then you take off and get that 1st down. Nice alert play.
So it does move the chains. Garland with a drive here. Remember, this drive started at their own, or pardon me, at the Naaman Forest 1.
Yeah, off that big fumble right at the goal line.
There's a snap. There's the pitch to Allen. He's going to cut it back inside. Boy, a good play there by Naaman's defense to read that one. A gain of only 1. There you see number 85, who was in the backfield that time, Tommy Dunn.
Gets his big paws on his ankle. Gets him ripped down right there. Nice job. Keeping your eye up, finding that ball, making a play.
2nd down and 9. We are inside of 20 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Perez looking to throw. He's got time across the middle. And that pass, I don't know if it was tipped or if it hit the official, but it certainly didn't make it to his target.
He just really didn't have enough time to let the play develop. His receivers are both, one's going under and one's going over.
See, it looked like it hit the official.
Sure enough did.
So the pass falls incomplete. Here is a big 3rd down and 9 coming up here for Garland. They've got to get to the 18 to pick up the 1st down. Now, it could be one of those cases, too. You know, if they don't have a negative play here, they may go for it on 4th as well if they don't make it. Here's the throw across the middle. Catch is made inside the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal, Owls.
Wow, what a catch. You're putting yourself out there. Shante Russell's really showing up for the Owls. I mean, that's a tough catch going over the middle because you know you're going to get hit as soon as you catch that ball. But he goes up all hands, man. That is beautiful.
And we have come to the end of 3 quarters of play here at Williams Stadium. Looks like we're shaping up for a great game and a great finish here. Our score at the end of 3, Naaman Forest 7, Garland nothing. We'll be back after these messages. Back for the start of the 4th quarter. We've got a good one here at Williams Stadium. Our score, Naaman Forest 7, Garland nothing. But Garland with a 1st and goal at the 6-yard line. This drive started at their own 1-yard line after a fumble recovery. It looked like Naaman was going to go up 2 scores, Bobby. And now all of a sudden, Garland's got a chance here to tie it. Here's the snap, the handoff to Wigington, trying to bounce it outside. He's got some room and some space. He's in. That is a touchdown, Garland.
Boy, Jordan Hudson finishes it off over there on the right side as the receiver. And once Wigington got outside, he uses that block, that very last second block. Look at that fighting over there. Very nice by the receivers. Gives him just enough room to get in that corner.
So Garland is an extra point away here from tying it up. We may have an injured player here, and that is Hudson. But you're right, Bobby. He had a great block on that, really to kind of keep, keep Wigington up and into the end zone.
You never want to see that out of your star receiver getting hurt, coming off limping. Looks like he's in kind of a little bit of pain there too.
Yeah, he sure does. Maybe an ankle. But a good block by him. Wigington with the nice 6-yard run for the touchdown. The Owls an extra point away here from tying it up. And Bobby, again, that was a 99-yard drive. Now they had, they were aided by a couple of penalties there. The big one was the defensive holding call on that 3rd down and long that gave them a 1st down, an automatic first, but still a 99-yard drive when they, again, it looked like they were going to go down 14-0.
Yeah, I mean, you depend on your defense, and they've been playing a great game all game long. And that opening drive by Naaman was so strong. They get it all the way down there. But, boy, you cause a fumble on the 1-yard line, and then you capitalize on it. The very next play, they throw about a 35-yard pass. I mean, that was a pretty brave move right out of the end zone.
Big extra point coming up here. Kick is up, and it is right down the middle and good.
Did that ball bounce on the ground?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, great job by the holder there.
Yeah.
Extra point is good, and our new score here at Williams Stadium, Naaman Forest 7 and Garland 7. So a good game here at Williams. Again, the team that comes out on top in this game will go up, move to a 2-0 record and be in 1st place in district. It's an outstanding drive, a 99-yard drive, and you don't see that very often. See a look at the flags blowing here. A little bit of a wind tonight, as we mentioned. Now, of course, Garland is kicking into the wind. Naaman's going to have the wind at their back for the 4th quarter, so let's see if that plays well for them. But, we've seen a couple critical turnovers from each team in this game, Bobby. Garland's had 3 fumbles, Naaman with 2, and obviously probably the biggest one was, that last one that gave Garland the ball after Naaman was about to go up by 2 scores.
Yeah, basically a 14-point turnover. You lose 7, and you also give them the touchdown. So that's a big turnover right there. And Garland's had a lot of their, good drives stopped by turnovers. So it looks like both teams have kind of settled down. They understand what's going on a little bit, and they're putting together some good offense now.
Yeah, and of course, Naaman's, their touchdown came on a mistake. The blocked punt set them up 1st and goal at the 10. So the high end over end kick is going to come down, taken there. Oh, and a lot of room here in the middle of the field. And the ball looked like came loose, but I think he may have grabbed it. So a nice return, and Naaman's going to start right at midfield. Now there is a penalty flag, so they're going to mark another 5 on top of this. So it looks like they're going to start. It's going to be offside here against Garland, I believe. That's going to give him 5 more yards, and Naaman's going to start at Garland's 45.
Terrence Landrum, I mean, he's been a surprise for Naaman Forest. I mean, I think he's been able to capitalize on a lot of things on offense, and he's done a great job on defense. You know, he's the one that blocked the punt on special teams and then got the little
illegal formation on the kicking team. 5 yards from the end of the run, first down.
The little draw play all the way to the left side of the goal line and gets to score. And now he takes that ball right there on a short kick and takes it all the way to midfield.
So Naaman with great field position here. We're going to try to take a little momentum back from Garland after that 99-yard drive to tie it up. We'll stoppage here for a moment. Coach Russell, the head coach for the Owls, wanted to have an explanation on that illegal formation call. So here we go, 1st and 10, the handoff to 23. Big hole out here to the left. Gets tripped up after a gain of about 6 yards, maybe 7 on the carry, but a nice run there for Bird.
Trey Alexander's been everywhere on defense. Now watch him come across there and get a good solid tackle coming from that linebacker position. Well, he's got so much speed, it's hard to beat him onto the outside.
See Bird coming off a little hobbled there, so 2nd down and 3 coming up here for Naaman Forest. New running back in the game for the Rangers. Looks like number 6. There's a snap. They're going to hand it off to him. Cuts his way up the middle. He's going to have enough yardage for the first down. Still pushing. And look at this, inside the 30. I'm going to mark him down at the 28. Look at that run.
Oh, man, that's some fresh legs come in there for you.
What a nice run there.
Like, yeah, I'm not going down easy, guys.
It's James Quezada. It looked like, you know, one of those things, you know, that it seems like they teach so much, Bobby, to try to strip the ball, but sometimes, you know, you just need to get the guy on the ground. Quit trying to grab the ball and tackle him. So a nice run there.
Once everybody gets you surrounded, they're actually holding you up. I mean, and then you get those big linemen behind you pushing the pile. Look like a big scrum.
So 1st and 10 at the 28 for the Rangers. A handoff to 6 again, and not quite as much room. Takes a couple of big shots there in the middle of the field and really gains nothing. It's no gain on the play.
Well, Alex Martinez, he comes in there with a full load of steam. I mean, he just met him right at the line of scrimmage there. And he said, well, that's a big run you had last time, but I'm stopping it right here.
So 2nd down and 10. We are inside of 10 minutes left here in the game, and our score tied at 7. There's a snap, another handoff to the running back, and boy, another short gain on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and long. Gain of maybe 2 on that carry. I believe once again that was number 6. Izada.
So Austin Valdez, he was 2 of 5 in the first half. And now you're at 3rd and long. Do you throw the ball here? I mean, you haven't had any success really throwing the ball.
Yeah, and you figure it's 2 down territory, so let's see here. They're going to send a man in motion. And here's some penalty flags coming off, and it looks like a procedure call.
Offense number 54, 5-yard penalty.
Well, that sure changes it up a little bit.
Yes, it does.
It almost forces you into throwing the ball here. You have the wind at your back.
Saw a look just a moment ago at Coach Perales for the Naaman Forest Rangers. So a big 3rd down and 13. They're going to send a man in motion. There's a snap. They're going to fake the handoff, throw it across the middle, and in and out of the hands of Davion Dill. So it's 4th down and 14. And Bobby, let's see what they do here. You know, I may be inclined to punt and try to pin Garland deep again, but
then again, because if it bounces into the end zone on accident, it comes out to the 25, so you've only netted 5 yards. So maybe you just go for it here.
they're bringing on a different unit here, and like I said, I think they may be go ahead and
we're going to kick a field goal.
Try a field goal attempt
Wow.
here. Yep. Well, we've seen the strong leg, of course, by number 35, Francesco Scaffetti, and so let's see here. He's going to be the
49.
holder this time. Yep, it's going to be 25, Francisco Castillo, the other kicker, and here we go. This is a long kick attempt. That's a 48-yarder.
And he gets it.
It is
no
good.
Man, that was super close. I think everybody here was thinking that that went in.
Yeah, it was close for sure.
Man, what a kick.
Take a look at it again, see if we can see where it lands. So here's your kick. Looks on target, but it's going to be, yeah, just a little wide.
Oh, it went wide. Okay.
Yep.
Wow, what a kick.
So, boy, pretty risky there. I know he had the wind at his back, but that is a long field goal attempt. So Garland now takes back over on offense. They're going to start from their own 31. We've got 8:44 remaining here in the game. Handoff on the draw play to Powers. He's got some room out here, Bobby. To the left, cuts it back outside, and he's going to pick up a first down, a gain of 11 yards.
Well, Power shows the speed right there because it looks for a second like they got him bottled up right here. He just outruns the linebacker. Shifty.
First and 10, there's a snap. They're going to roll out Perez once again. He's got time. He's going to throw it deep and just throws it out of bounds, incomplete, and penalty flag out late here. Let's see what this call is.
Usually it'll be a holding.
Yeah, exactly.
When they're rolling out
Holding.
like that.
Offense number 61, 10-yard penalty. Replay the day.
So penalty called here against the Owls. It's going to back them up 10.
I didn't see it there.
So first and 20 here. They're going to try the draw play again to Powers. Breaks out of one tackle, trying to get outside. He's got it outside. Boy, nice open field tackle out there by the Rangers, number 14. Bobby, his Powers, you know, kind of broke a couple of tackles there. Looked like he may get quite a bit of yards, and he does get 6, but.
Yeah, but he earned those 6 because he's having to go side to side and backwards. He's trying to outrun everybody to the outside. You see Wigginton's there, misses the tackle, and he finally gets taken down, but that's a pretty good effort.
So a gain of 6 on that first and 20, sets up a second down and 14. There's a snap. Perez looking to throw it. He's got time, steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to run out. Look, he's got some yardage, and he is going to reach the ball out. Let's see if he has a first down. Looks like they're going to mark him out just shy of midfield, so it's going to set up third down at about 3.
Well, they've settled down a little bit and tried to figure out what Naaman Forest does well and what they don't. And that looks like this drive and last drive, they've kind of figured it out. Deal was right on him right there to get him. He just couldn't reach him.
So a big third down and 3 here for both teams. We'll see what the call is here. Boy, the play clock's down to 5.
Yeah,
they're going to have to call a timeout here. Yep, so the Owls take a little too long getting the play in. They're going to have to use their first time out of the half. We'll take a quick break with it. We've got a good one here at Williams Stadium. Our score, Naaman Forest 7, Garland 7. We'll be back after these messages.
I can't vote yet.
But you can.
Exercise your right to vote in the upcoming election.
Early voting is October 13th through October 30th.
Election day is November 3rd.
Remember that Garland ISD has a tax rate election on the ballot.
It will be the last item.
So remember to vote all the way to the end.
Visit www.garlandisdtre.com to learn more about our tax rate election.
We have a third down and 3 for the Owls. They just used their first time out here of the second half. Yeah, this is a big play call here, third down and 3. We will see.
Yeah, they had It's probably a good timeout. Sit there and talk about it, because I think they thought they had a first down, and then they marked them a little bit short.
Here's a snap, fakes handoff, throws across the middle. He's got a wide open receiver. That's a first down and more. That is number 4 with the catch, and a nice play call there. That was Charles Allen, Bobby. They faked the handoff and had really all of the Naaman Forest players diving in for the stop, and then he just kind of throws it over the top.
Yeah, nice and easy, too. I mean, they had it coming in the middle. They thought that they were going to try to pick up the 3 yards on the ground. It allowed Charles Hudson to just get behind the linebackers, and they just do a little just over there. Just nice touch on it. Again, we've seen this a couple of times, but that referee is right where they keep. He's getting in the way of these passes.
Oh, Perez fakes the handoff, but now he's trying to get outside. Pretty nice run out of that. I thought he was going to get dropped for a loss on the play. And Bobby, he's going to end up getting about 6 yards. Now, I see the officials talking over there. Is there a penalty flag that I don't see?
Yeah, I think so. Right on the 36-yard line there.
Oh, I see it now. Yep, sure do. Here comes the call.
Personal foul, blindside block on the offense, 15 yards in the previous spot. Replay the down.
Well, that's a big call right there. A blindside block against the Owls, so that's going to be a 15-yarder.
Hey, was he out? That's on you, bro. Just let that go. Hey, was he out? He was out, right?
Here's the play right here.
Oh,
there's
right
your
there.
block. Yep.
Wow. You know, that to me is a great block. You know, he even put his shoulder, just got a shoulder. It wasn't a helmet hit or anything. I think those are good blocks right there, but they've gotten rid of that in this game.
Perez looking to throw it, dumps it out there, and a nice defensive play out there for the Rangers. Number 4 with the defensive play, Creighton Thompson. Second down and 25 now for Garland.
Just good disciplined defense right there, because he starts to break away and you want to go to the quarterback and get him, but he stayed with his receiver.
See if they come with a fade down here to the left side. We got single coverage down at the bottom of your screen. There's the snap. Perez is looking across the middle, actually. Boy, just broken up as it was in the hands of number 4, Charles Allen, but broken up by number 30. We've called his name quite a bit tonight, Terrence Landrum.
Ball was thrown pretty nice. Didn't think the wind affected that one too much, and boy, he almost snagged that out of the air. He's got some great hands.
So what do you do here on 3rd down and 25?
Well, you got some great receivers, so I mean, if you can pick up half of it, it would be good, and then you can decide if you want to go for it or kick it.
And I'm looking down here at the bottom of your screen, just the fade. Here it comes. They've got him out there, Bobby. Ooh, the ball is knocked away. Again, Perez was throwing into the wind there, but he was open.
Yeah, he threw the ball further than the coverage team thought that he could do it. So they broke a little early on it, and it went over their heads. I mean,
4th down fumble rule.
So you can see him out there.
Oh,
boy, and he had it too.
He did have it. I think the defender had his arm up there and was able to knock it out. So great coverage right there by Naaman Forest.
Absolutely. So the Owls looking to punt it away here. So that was a big penalty on that blindside block, as Garland would have had it at the, or they did have it at the 39 of Naaman Forest, but 15-yard penalty really caused that drive to go nowhere. And here comes the punt, and Garland's going to down it at the 35. So the Rangers will come back out on offense. Let's see who's going to blink first in this game. We've got a 7-7 ball game, 6:19 remaining. Oh, what a great game it has been here tonight. You know, and I'll be honest with you, Bobby, I thought we'd see a lot more offense in this. So, you know, kudos to both of these defenses for playing as well as they have tonight.
Yeah, I mean, really, you know, a lot of drives have been stopped by fumbles.
Absolutely. There's the handoff up the middle, and boy, not a whole lot of yardage there. Maybe a gain of 1 for number 23 that time. That's Bird once again.
You know, those fumbles is, you know, they have been coached to get you up in the, you know, up and then strip the ball out. you see on every play somebody going for the ball, and you know that's been coaching. That's teaching these guys, hey, once you get these guys stood up, start ripping at that ball, and it's kind of paid off for both teams this game.
Second down, a long 8 here. Here's a snap. Handoff to Bennett up the middle, and boy, just nothing there. No gain. It's going to be 3rd down and 8. And here's a look at number 44 for the Owls, Scotty Johnson, a 6'3", 255-pound senior.
You know, that's why nothing's up to the middle. I mean, guys like him are in there just powering people around.
Well, so here's a big play in this ballgame. 3rd down and 8. You would think this would be a pass. See if they may be setting up a screen here. He's going to roll out to his right, looking to throw it. Here comes pressure. He throws it. He's got a man out there. Is it enough for the 1st down, though? That's the question. It looks like it's going to be short by about a yard. It's 4th and 1. So what do you do here if you're Naaman Forest? Do you go for it or do you kick it away? You know, your defense has been playing pretty good.
Yeah, and they've been running the ball. Really, it's been kind of, they've hit on a couple of good runs, but they've also been stuffed quite a bit. So I'm not sure what you do. I don't think you trust your passing game at this point, although that was a great pass.
Yeah, Garland's not going to send back anybody on this play. They're not buying this. Of course, you always could look for a fake here, so they're not going to send a return man back. But I think Naaman's going to punt this one away. Their defense has played solid all game long. There's the snap, and they are indeed going to kick it away, and they're going to try to pin Garland deep. And let's see if it makes it. Oh, and Garland's going to catch a break there as it goes into the end zone. But I would have done that too, Bobby. You know, think about it. The Naaman defense has played great. You know, they gave up the one good drive, of course, you know, the one Garland score, but their defense has been there. If you get a stop here, you know, remember they've also blocked a punt attempt from Garland. So I think Coach Perales made the right call on that, is what I certainly would have done.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, give some credit to that big defensive front. That they've been doing really well. They've caused a couple of turnovers. They've blocked a punt on this side of the field. Put it down there and lean on them a little bit.
Yep, I'm in full agreement with you. So the Owls back on offense, 1st and 10 at the 20. Got 4:07 remaining in this tie ball game. There's a snap to Perez, handed off on the draw to Powers, trying to get outside to the right. He's got some room out here, and then he's going to run out of bounds after a gain of 10 yards, and that will move the chains. Nice 10-yard run for Powers as we are inside of 4 minutes to go now in the football game.
Oh, they're daring them to throw down here.
There's a snap, fakes the handoff. Perez across the middle. The catch is made. Once again by Allen. He's going to be slung down to the turf, but not before an 8-yard, almost 9-yard pickup. So another nice gain there for the Owls.
That umpire has just been in the way all night. I mean, I don't know if he needs to back up a little or scoot up a little. I'm not sure, but every pass they throw over the middle, he's either trying to knock it down or get in the way or block somebody.
There's a snap. They're going to hand it off up the middle. That is Powers with the 1st down carry, a gain of about 4 more. They have an injured lineman for Garland. Here's the run for Powers. A nice, strong run. Actually, that may have been Wigginton on that run. That was Wigginton. That wasn't Powers. It was 28, I believe. But again, moves the chains. Garland at their own 42 now, 1st and 10. We approach 3 minutes remaining in the game. Snap to Perez, straight drop back, 3-step drop, looks across the middle. Boy, that would have been a great catch if he would have pulled that one down, but it's just out of the outstretched reach of Shante Russell.
Well, they feel like they found something right there, and it looks like Perez is getting a little trust, throwing right over the middle. There's no safety. The safeties are all on the outside, so, boy, he's stretching out. He's got great hands, and so I think that's what they're doing. They've got everybody those safeties are all playing over the receivers way outside, so they think they could find something in the middle, and that's where they're going at.
2nd and 10. Here comes the pressure. Oh, he's going to roll away from Deal. Looking to throw it. He's got a man out there. Oh, and almost a catch, but not quite. Boy, that ball was tipped. I think it was intended for Allen, Bobby, and then he tipped it. It came down to Ellis Rogers, and Ellis Rogers almost pulled it in.
Well, he puts it out there. 1, 2, oh.
So a big 3rd down and 10 call here for Garland. Boy, don't you have to get a running back over there to help with Davion Dill, because he's been in the backfield almost every play.
Yeah, he has, and they're very lucky that they haven't called holding a couple of times, because he's getting through there and they're grabbing onto him and holding him, and they haven't called it, but it's there.
So the Owls let the play clock run down. They call their 2nd timeout. We'll take a quick break. 2:44 remaining in the game. 7-7 our score. We'll be back in just a moment.
Come on in. Guys, we're all on the same team. Team Garland ISD. Now, are you ready to go vote? There you go. Everyone knows to complete the whole ballot, right? Okay, let's go. Remember, voting is a team effort. Voting, so easy, even a mascot can do it.
Big 3rd down and 10 coming up here for Garland. They've got to get to the Naaman Forest 48 to pick up the 1st down.
Well, it's coming in tight. Now you're at 2 minutes and 44 seconds, and somebody's got to score. They're going to be going into overtime.
Perez looking to throw it. He's got a man out here. That's Russell. And he's got the 1st down and gets knocked out of bounds, but he picks up 12. Well, watch Davion Dill come in again. And they could have got a holding call right there. Garland's lucky that they didn't call that, but a great catch there by Russell, and then he picks up the 1st down, a gain of 12.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They need to give some help over there or just keep holding on to him, I guess.
Agreed. Yep, Wigginton, nice spin move, still on his feet. Still running inside the 35, down to almost the 30. That's a gain of 14 more.
Boy, what a power run. And he's got that little spin move down right here. Right when you get close to him where you think you're going to tackle him, boom, he'll spin out of the way like that. Picks up another 7 yards.
Just keeps those legs going. Man, a nice run. And Garland is driving here, Bobby. 1st down and 10 at the 31 of Naaman Forest, and we are approaching 2 minutes left in the game. There's a snap. They're going to fake the handoff. Perez has a lot of room out here. If he gets a block, and that was a pull down out of bounds, and the Garland sideline does not like that, but anyway, a good run there for Perez.
Yeah, he also pulled him down by his shoulder pads, which is, the horse collar rule. Well, that was a great play. They just...
Yeah, if he gets that block right there, Bobby, he's going to pick up a 1st. Oh, yeah. He does gain about 6 on the play, so it's going to be 2nd down and 4. Owls changing the play here. There's a snap. They're going to hand it off to Wigginton. Oh, and he's in a lot of trouble here. He's going to lose yardage. Running right into the arms of big number 85 for the Rangers, Tommy Dunn. And it's going to be 3rd down and about 6 now after the loss of 2.
Yeah, that play didn't look good from the very beginning.
No, it didn't.
Boy, there's a big guy right there. Just...
Yeah, Tommy Dunn listed at 6'3", 270 pounds.
Yeah, you got to kind of just get in his way. That's what I say. You just get in his way and kind of make a wall so your guy can run by him, because if he stands you up, he's going to throw you down.
Another big player. 3rd and 6 are going deep. And that is almost caught.
He caught it.
And he did catch it on the ground. He caught it.
Oh, my goodness. Ellis Rogers.
I'm glad we got a replay because I don't believe what I'm seeing. So there he goes down.
Bounces up in the
ball
air.
Comes up. He's laying on the ground, not out of bounds, and he snags it.
Oh, my goodness.
First and goal, Owls at the 6. There's a snap. The fake handoff. Perez trying to get outside, and he's going to be pulled down at the 10. And we are inside of a minute to go here in the game. So I would imagine Garland maybe just playing here for a field goal, Bobby, in the win?
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen their kicker do too much, so I'm not exactly sure what his distance is, but I don't want to be losing yardage, that's for sure.
Yep. So, yeah, we're inside of 30 seconds to go now, and again, Garland's not in any big hurry here, it doesn't look like. And what I'm thinking that you're going to see here is a run and play to try to get in the middle of the field. Maybe Perez takes it himself once again, has Powers as a lead blocker. Nobody's going to throw it.
Oh, man.
Throw it out to the edge, and that's a touchdown! Woo! Jordan Hudson with the touchdown with only 7 seconds remaining.
I mean, that was great coverage right there by Craig Thompson. I mean, he was right on him, but Hudson, such a great receiver, is able to adjust to the ball in the air with so much timing. There's Deal trying to block it. Great hands. He didn't use his body. He goes up and reaches and grabs that ball out of the air.
Boy, what a big throw. And so Garland now here in the second half after trailing 7-0 have drives of 99 and 80. The extra point is good. And our new score with only 7 seconds left in the ball game, Garland 14, Naaman Forest 7. We'll keep it here. There's a look at Jordan Hudson. And Bobby, great execution on that throw. I'm surprised they threw it. I thought for sure they were going to run it there and then just try for the field goal.
Yeah, it's always a great play and great call by the coach when it works out.
When it works.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, but you know, Hudson's their best receiver. He's been pretty quiet, and number 4 on the other side, Thompson, he's been great covering him all day. So to go that direction at this time of the game, it was pretty brave right there.
Yes, it was.
But a beautiful throw, and really a great catch too.
Yep,
so
absolutely. Sergio Perez right there on your screen. Boy, so again, trailing 7-0 at the half, and now Garland takes their first lead of the game with only 7 seconds remaining. So see if we just get a little squib kick on the ground here somewhere and Naaman Forest, you know, a Hail Mary play, and
well, the last time they kicked it to Terrence Landrum right there on the 30-yard line, and he just about broke it. So I think I would directly kick this in a direction, maybe just try to get it over the first guys on the 50 and 45.
Yep.
And just drop it in there and then let it be a scrum to find the ball.
Or squib kick it, just keep it on the ground somewhere, let it roll a little bit.
Yeah, definitely don't let them get a good run and return on this thing.
Exactly. And keep it on the ground so they can't fair catch it here too. You're going to run clock here if you keep it low and on the ground. That's a great kick right there.
There it is.
Now they just got to cover it. So here comes the big run, and still on his feet, and then tripped up, and we've got 1 second. So Naaman's going to have time for one play, it looks like.
You see the guys out there shaking hands and saying, hey, man, great game. Because, you know, a lot of these guys, they all know each other from pee-wee football all the way up playing junior high against each other. And
yep. So there's 1 second remaining. So the Rangers are going to have a shot here. Now, the officials huddling up here. I don't know if there were penalty flags called, or penalties called, I should say. But, again, Naaman's going to have one play here, it looks like, barring a defensive penalty.
Well, really what you got to do, I mean, they haven't been a good throwing team tonight. They haven't been able to really complete many passes. So if I'm Garland, I'm not sending 14 guys all back. You know, I'm going to put pressure on him, but I am going to just play back a little bit, a little umbrella defense. But this is kind of, they got everybody back.
Yep, here we go. Last play of the game, unless there's there's a pick, and Garland is going to win this game. Time has expired. Now there is a penalty flag. It looks like, or is that a towel? That may be a towel on the field. So this game is over, and the Garland Owls are going to pull this one out, it appears. So a couple of big drives here in the second half. What a fantastic game we saw tonight, Bobby. And Garland's going to move to 3-0 on the season, 2-0 in district play. Naaman Forest is going to drop to 1-2 and 1-1 in district play. See a little bit of shenanigans here on the field after the game, and you hate that after such a good game.
Yeah, I mean, Garland was able to drive down that last drive all the way down the field and put it away. I mean, that's hard. That's a heartbreak right there for a team that's fought really hard, and then they lose on the with basically 7 seconds on the clock.
Yep.
And so, that's just, these guys are just celebrating on one side and upset to lose on the other, and that's what you got there.
Great game tonight here at Williams Stadium. Our final score, the Garland Owls 14, the Naaman Forest Rangers 7. We'll see you next time on GRS TV, and we will follow out with highlights.